Alright bro, I am going to teach you how to become the most toxically confident version of yourself. This video will change your life and I absolutely promise that. Look, this ain't no other bullshit video you've watched before from other YouTubers. I am telling you, and I mean this, I have been at the lowest points of confidence, of self-esteem, not liking myself. And this started at a young age for me. I'm 26 at the moment and I want to tell you a story. Around the age of, honestly, this is how young I was, 6 or 7, I would look at myself in the mirror like this and I'd get scared and I'd jolt back. I was so broken, so insecure. I hated myself. And look, I had reasons to be that way, right? I was fat and overweight at that time. My teeth were all buckled. I was Indian, but growing up in a very Australian culture, so I never felt like I fit in. But saying that, I had so many things that set me up to be that way that I couldn't control either. I was born and conceived in what you would know as the ghetto. And I lived in the ghetto for almost 21 years of my life. I'm 26, so we just recently got out, right? My father, he looked at me when I was about 5 years old. My 2 older brothers, that they were about 12, 13 at that age because they're 7, 8 years older than me. And he looked at us, his 3 sons and his wife, my mum, and said, bang, Boots, I'm out, see you later. And he chose alcohol and a new woman over his 3 sons and his wife. Crazy, right? And we were poor and he left. So life, and I'll tell you this, at that age for me, when I was about 5 and my brothers were 12 or 13, that's when my life started to spiral and just consistently get worse and worse. I've had so many things happen to me, bro. I've been bashed, I've been beaten, I've had seen so many things happen. I've been through so much hell just within my family and my environment that I know what I've been through set me up to be so broken, right? My brothers were at that age where they really needed a dad when my father left. Think about it, 12, 13, growing up in the ghetto, and my mum did everything that she could to provide for us, don't get me wrong, but she immigrated to Australia. And then my dad left. Could you imagine what she had to go through just to put food on the table? And we were poor, bro. We were poor that we had to get charities to give us food and clothes. And I'll tell you this story that I truly remember. Because people would do this. They'd leave bags of clothes on our door. And I'd be all excited, right? Oh, maybe there's an Adidas or Nike shirt in there, right? And I remember going through that bag, or bags, and I would find people's underwear. And you're not even meant to donate underwear. And there was shit on some of them. Charities would give us food and it'd just be all this rubbish food. It was yuck, like tin can stuff. And look, sure, be grateful for those things, free clothes and free food, but that was life. That was our upbringing. So my brothers, without a dad, fell and made choices that really had consequences, especially because of where we were raised and born. And the consequences that happened from the life that they chose and the things that started to happen. And as I started to get older, that spilt over into my house. And I can tell you, bro, things happened. I saw things, been through so much, and it was so traumatizing that I broke. I broke as a boy, as a young teenager, that led me to a point where, eventually I started abusing drugs. Now I'll say this, I didn't abuse them for the sake of, I'm so broken, let me take drugs that'll help me. Look, I started off for fun and games, and I started at a young age, right? About 15 years old. 15, bro. I started doing all that stuff. Getting to a point when I was about 17, 18, and I was dependent. That was my whole life. And I tell you, I had a lot of fun. I was going out, had a lot of experiences, got a lot of stories, been through a lot in that kind of lifestyle, right? But then, at the age of 20, again, right? And I was still living in the ghetto at this point. At the age of 20, just before 21, I was broken. But this time it was broken because, everything that I'd been through in my life, but everything that I had done in the last 4 or 5 years of drugs and situations that I got involved in and the toll that had taken on my mind. And I had to build myself up from the lowest of low points with no help. And look, it wasn't an easy journey, but I know the journey that I took will help you because it ain't the normal journey that you can hear about from other people. I am going to give you that advice that changed my life, that kind of contradicts a lot of things that people would tell you, or it's just a real ruthless approach on what they would tell you, but it will work. See, before we get into the full 15-step guide, I want you to understand that The one thing that breaks so many of us is the trauma and the drama and the situations that we got going on, whether it's now or what you've been through in the past or what even might happen to you in the future. But the truth is, when you want to build yourself up into a man, into feeling more confident, into just being driven, your hard times become assets. So whatever it is, bro, you got your heart broken or you went through some family stuff or this happened or that happened, the way that you can become confident or the way that you can become masculine, even though this is a confident guide, is through taking what you've been through and using that as fuel, as lessons, as stories, as experience to be the best version of yourself. And that's a huge thing to realize, because sometimes the worst things to happen to a man are the best things that can happen to you, that make you into a man, make you this driven, forceful go-getter, right? And that's why I want you to understand that your hard times, your trauma, what you've been through are your biggest assets, and that will allow you to become the most toxically confident version of yourself, which is what I'm going to teach you. Because without stories, without trauma, without drama, you never have that fuel or sense to do better. Now, it's all subjective, bro. You don't need to go through the hard yards that I went through, or maybe you've been through worse, or maybe you've been through an easier life. It doesn't matter. Whatever you've been through become assets to you being the best and most confident version of yourself. And I'm going to teach you that now through this 15 steps. Now, I've put this number 1 for a reason, because this is the most easiest and you can do this from today. Now, I want you to get your life in order. This will be easier said than done for a lot of you boys. But the truth is, if you really want to feel confident, you want to feel like you're that guy, you feel great, then you have to remove all your negative habits. Now, I know easier said than done. Oh, I've been smoking weed for 5 years. I've been jerking off since I was 10 years old. I get that, right? The best way I can give you advice on how to remove negative habits, slowly dial them back until you get to a point where you just don't need to do those negative habits. So if you're smoking a pack a day of cigarettes or you're sitting there scrolling, for 8 hours a day, just reduce it. Reduce it day by day, week by week, to a point where you don't need it. But I'll say this directly to your face, bro. You want to win, you want to feel confident, just get rid of them and do what you got to do to get rid of them. Go to war with yourself. But with that, I want you to start controlling the now controllable things in your life that will reflect a man who is confident, right? There are so many things in our lives that we can't control. Whether it's, look, your family, they're a little bit messed up. Maybe you don't have a lot of money right now. Whatever it is in your life, don't focus on the things that you can't control. And a lot of guys, you hate how you look, the color of your skin, your height, your PP size, whatever. What can you control? And for a lot of us, right, what we can control all starts from our room. And no one thinks about this, but every single thing is a reflection of how you feel. So if your bed's made, I promise you feel a little bit better. When you come home and your desk is nice and organized, right, you feel good. When your car's nice and clean, when there's no shit on your floor, no plates under your bed, your room is the starting point to how you feel. So take a look around, clean it, make sure it's nice and tidy and the best it can be, because that will slowly start to relate on you feeling more confident. And I know it sounds like my room clean, my car clean. It does. It really is a reflection, because what you see is how you feel. And I really do mean that. And if your room is your only place that you got to, be yourself, make it the best it can be, because that will reflect back into you. Now, the other things are, of course, what I said. You got to control your diet, remove porn, stop wasting time, all those negative habits. You just got to get rid of them. Go to war, as I said. But then I want you to flip the switch and start to replace those negative habits with good habits, right? And for me, this just comes down to 2 things at the very start. It's training, like going to the gym, building your body, and fighting. Those 2 things as a whole, right? Getting your body on point. And I'll say this to you. This is going to sound cringe, but whatever it sounds, trust me. If you have a 6-pack or even an 8-pack like I do, you look chiseled, you look good, you look aesthetic, you look sexy. Instantly, that is just a boost in how you feel. If you're bulking and you're fat, or you just don't have a 6-pack as a whole, right? You're skinny fat, I promise you, get a 6-pack, get chiseled. It takes time, it's hard, but you will feel good. Along that, right? Fight. Learn to fight. And I wish I had started earlier. I only started fighting a year ago. And what that does for just your innate confidence of who you are changes the game. When you know you've been training hard, you've been learning how to jab, cross, hook, right? When you're walking in the street, when you look yourself in the mirror, you respect yourself and your capabilities. Now, I'm sure that there's a lot of people that will still kick your ass, but when you know that there are people that you could kick their ass if something were to happen, you could protect your girlfriend, protect your mom, protect yourself, it just primarily instills in you like you are a man, right? Your body's on point. You look good, you look sexy, girls are looking at you, right? You're learning how to fight. And then you add alongside that, just looking the best that you can all the time. Taking care of yourself, getting a haircut, smelling good, getting expensive Colgate to make your teeth white, you dress appropriately, always feel just like $1,000,000. That'll fucking change the game for a lot of you boys. Just these fundamental things. I'm not going to talk about the mental health benefits and the physical aspects. We all know that. Going to the gym makes you feel better. Going to the gym makes you fitter, all that stuff, right? Remove those bad habits, swap them with these good habits, and just almost instantly, once that progress comes from the training and the fighting and you taking care of yourself, you will, if you have a confidence of 0 right now, you will at least be able to ramp that up to like a 5. Like, you will feel good. But that doesn't fix all the other confidence issues that we will speak about. But this right here, it's just what you got to do to just feel confident, and it's the most beneficial thing right at the start. Now, the second point, you don't hear a lot of people talk about this, but you need to enjoy your life. Look, if you're inexperienced in life, and this comes in all realms, right? If it's girls, going out, just experiences as a whole, the point of your life is to enjoy it to the best of your ability. And if you've had no life experience, right? You've never been with a girl, you never had a drunk night out, you never been in some sticky situations, you just never had shit going on, good or bad, you need to go and experience that. Now, I know life can throw many things your way. Where you're born, the friends that you associate with, maybe you got no friends, maybe you just haven't had that chance to get invited to a party, whatever. But your key experiences in life will allow you to have some stories and some self-respect for yourself, even if they're bad memories, or even if they're good memories, or even if they're things you regret. You can't have a blank canvas on who you are when you want to build yourself up. The only reason I can come here and teach you how to be more confident is because I have hundreds, if not thousands, of different experiences, different stories of different shit happening, good and bad, that I've been able to learn and adapt from. So you need that as a young man. I want you, and I say this to you, just go be that guy. Whether you're anxious, insecure, maybe you're even that guy a little bit right now, you're still broken on the inside, whatever. Go be that funny guy in your class. Go be that funny guy in your university. Go be the popular guy that everyone kind of likes. Try your hardest to be that way, even if you have to fake it for a bit, because that will open up all these new experiences. The more experience you have, right, and I'll say this to you, you will be able to navigate your life in a way that, well, I've had that experience and I get it. I don't really like that. I've had that experience. Oh, that was mad. I want to continue, building my life to that way. Oh, that was pretty bad. I don't want to do that again. That was even worse. Or that was good, man. That was mad fun. Those life experiences give you those lessons that will be like, okay, cool. I've had that. I know that. Now I want to focus on this. So just be the best and most confident version of yourself by faking it so that you can get some life experience. Maybe you don't even have to fake it, but if you're a young man and you haven't experienced, and this really, you could be 40 years old watching this, 10 years old watching this, you need to experience life. That's a huge thing. Life experience, there's no amount of hustling and grinding and working hard that will ever give you the same reflection and lessons and experience that actually going and experiencing life does. You can't learn how to swim by reading a book. You got to go into the water. Same thing. You can't learn about life and know what you want to do and know experiences and have stories and be respected because you've been through this and gone through that if you don't have life experience. So go, like I said, go have some fun for a bit. And then once you've done that, right, you can truly have this starting point of, okay, I've done that, I've experienced that, I know that, don't want to do that. And now I can build myself up to the best version, most toxically confident, toxically masculine man that I want because I've lived my life a bit. I know what it's all about. Now, I'll say this because this is where it starts to get a little bit toxically confident. Oh, this is bad advice. This is the best advice you'll ever hear. Look, you need to have high standards, extremely high standards for your life. Now, this contradicts a lot of people, right? Your family, your friends, the people on the internet will always tell you to aim low. And look, it sounds overwhelming when I tell you, if you're fat and overweight, you're skinny fat, you're broke as a joke right now, you got nothing going for your life. If I tell you to aim high when you don't have anything to kind of believe that you can, get what you want, that will make most men crumble. But the easy route to this is whatever goals that you have, right? Whatever it is, break them down to smaller achievable goals. That's the formula. You got these big, crazy, audacious goals, people looking like you, look at you, loser, you'll never get that. But break them down, build that momentum, right? Like break it down to such minuscule goals, right? That you start to build that momentum and self-belief and that self-confidence in yourself that you've got this big goal, you've broken it down, now you're starting to make a little bit of progress, things are starting to change. That belief that you get, like I hit this goal, even though my main goal is this, and then you go hit that other goal, that's where self-belief and self-confidence come from. And it's an unstoppable force once you truly start to build that momentum. But here, right, listen to this. The life you want, the women you attract, the goals that you have, and the money that you want to make, and whatever else that you kind of want for your life, you deserve the very best. And why don't you? I'll tell you this, most men cope. You might cope, I used to cope by saying, I'll be happy if I have this, I'll be happy if I have this. And most things that we settle for are just that normal generic shit. But I can tell you, all of us innately inside of us want the very best. Right, I'll say this, the life that I want, and I'm talking about myself, and listen to me, you might think that this is cringe, so be it. The life that I want, I believe that I deserve the best of the best. I believe that about myself. Because why wouldn't I? I believe that the women I attract in my life, I only want them to be 11 out of 10. And you could probably look at me and think, oh, you're a 0 out of 10. Look at you, shirtless whiteboard, think that you know shit. I believe I deserve the 11 out of 10s and I won't settle for anything less. Yeah, laugh at me, but that's what I believe. The goals that I have are so big that it seems almost unachievable, but I believe that I can hit them. The money I want to make is so much when I don't have I don't have even a quarter of a fraction of it right now, but I believe. And I only believe in myself so much because I have told myself that I deserve the very best. And what I've done, and I want you to understand this, not only have I broken my goals down to smaller achievable goals, like I told you, I also back all of this up, right, through my actions. So this is a very big thing to understand. Your actions must align to the goals that you want. Okay, so whatever it is that you want to achieve, you can't say that you want to achieve anything, right? If your goals, if your life and your actions don't align to what it is that you want. So that's a big thing. So you should develop a massive ego through backing up your actions with your goals. So you got your goals here, you back it up through your actions, and then you have that ego. Well, I deserve the very best. I want everything. I want it all and I deserve it. If another man can have it, why can't I? And that's toxic, right? That's ruthless. People won't tell you that, but that's the frame of mind that you need to have. I deserve it. I'm going to have it. That's it. Now, get this. Your frame as a man is everything. Like I said right at the start, your room dictates how you feel. You got a cluttered desk. I promise you got a cluttered mind. If your bed's a mess, right, you don't fix it in the morning, you're going to come home and you're just going to feel ruined. Sounds like little menial things. Like you got a plate of, an old plate of food under your bed with crumbs on it. Your room is a reflection of how you feel, and I really mean that. Well, your whole frame as a man is a reflection of how you feel also. So get this, the way you walk sitting out like head down, shoulders round, just looking defeated, your brain's gonna think, oh, he's defeated today. I mean that, like how you walk, right? You walk with, your chest back, shoulders back, you're just walking confident, got a little bit of swing in you, you're going to feel confident and your brain will tell, well, he's having a good day. Even if you're sad, even if you're depressed, you can swap out how you feel by priming your brain by thinking, well, you are a different way. So if you're sad, right, still walk confidently. Have a swing in your hips, walk good. I tell you, that changes everything. Your body language, if you're in class, so let's say that you're in a party or something, right? You got a whole bunch of honeys around you, some guys. If you sit there just like this, all hunched over, just kind of messed up, no one's going to look at you as you are confident, but you sit there kind of got that big dick energy, kind of wide, legs spread wide open, arms like that, right? People will look at you and interpret you as confident, like, oh yeah, he's a bit confident, but also your brain will think, well, he's in that kind of confident, he has masculine energy, he's feeling good, and you will feel better. it might not happen instantly, right? You're not just going to just be sitting there, big dick energy, like you're feeling it, all the honeys are coming to you, but you're priming yourself and compounded over enough time just by the way that you walk and your body language, you will feel more confident within yourself. And then you add to that your speech. Speak with conviction. Speak with belief. Everything you say should back you up in how you feel. I feel good. I feel sexy. I feel smart. I feel knowledgeable. I feel powerful, right? I will tell my mum I'm going to win. And how I will tell her is, I'm going to win, mum. Sounds funny, right? I'm telling you the truth, though. If you say to yourself, I'm going to win. What's that? What is that going to do for you? Look at yourself in the mirror, right? Do this. Just go, I'm going to win. Sounds funny. But when you say out loud how you feel and you back it up through your energy and your speech, right? I'm going to win. I'm going to take over, right? You will self-hypnotize yourself into believing what you say. We are riddled with negativity, negative energy. Majority of us always innately just go to the, this is not going to work out. This is going to, I'm going to fail. Oh, what's going to happen? Flip the switch in how you speak. Speak with conviction, speak with power, and believe it. Put every ounce of energy you can behind your words, because it will self-hypnose yourself into believing. And that's how you start to believe that you can do anything in this world by just speaking it into existence through your words. Your style. Just dress the part. If you feel good, if you look good, you will feel good. That's the honest truth. If you dress like a bum, you don't have to dress expensively. You don't need to be wearing a $2,000 Gucci shirt like an idiot. You don't need to be sitting there with a fake gold watch. It's all nonsense. But dress the part in what you know what will make you feel good. Because when you look good, you feel good. And that all primarily tells yourself. You could be having a bad day and dress up just nicely, right? It doesn't have to be expensive. Dress up the best you can and you will feel better. These things, your whole frame, and the 4 things here, your walk, your body language, your speak, your style, it all conditions your brain to feel confident, to feel good. And that's a dangerous thing, because when your whole frame as a man is confident, bro, how will you not feel confident over a long enough time frame? It can happen almost instantly if you become about it, but you will prime and condition yourself to just always be confident if your frame is right. Now, I've put 5, 6, and 7 into the 1 point because I want you to understand these are all congruent of one another. You need to develop an I don't give a fuck attitude. And I mean that, and I know how scary and how much I can really, buckle you if you haven't built yourself up enough. But I'll tell you this, no one, and look at me, bro, no one will ever care about you enough to ever do anything for you. Sometimes even the people closest to you, your friends, your family, your day ones, are in their own heads and they're all so messed up and just trying to figure out their own life that they can't even care about you the way that you want them to, or they can't even help you. So you need to develop, well, look, I am the only person that can build my life up to have what it is that I want. And I'm the only person that can go get it. So you just need to run through your life as well. No one is coming to save me. No one is coming to give me anything. So I just cannot care about what anyone says, what anyone will think, what they might perceive of me, because no one's coming anyway, bro. And you can sit there and buckle at the whims of other people's opinions and what they might say or what they might think. But truth to be told, bro, even the people you think care about you don't care about you. And even if they do care about you, it's for a second, 2 seconds, and then they're thinking about shit that they got going on in their own life. But with this, right, with this not give a shit attitude, you then need to develop a skill set. So you need to go get good at shit. So whatever it is that you're fearful of, maybe you want to start a YouTube channel, maybe you're too scared to go to the gym, maybe you want to start a business in this, but like you've been too afraid. Run through those fears by just doing what it is that you need to do and then go get good at it. Go build your body if you're scared to go to the gym, and you'll know what you're doing and you'll feel confident in your abilities to go learn something. Go get good at fixing cars if you're into cars. Go get good at the things that you like to do, because that to itself will make you feel good. When you know that you are confident in your abilities to do something, That right there is internal confidence, because you can't fake not being good at something. So go get good at whatever it is. It could even be little things like reading a book. Go learn to read. Do anything, right? But go get good. Go become extremely good at some things, because you will feel good with your ability to go through life knowing that you can do things. And then with that, you need to stay true to yourself. And this is big, right? So you see how these all intertwine. You should not give a fuck. You need to go get good at stuff, and then you need to stay true to who you are. Because understand, right? Your word is all you have to yourself and what you say. You say you're going to do something, do it. You developed a not give a fuck attitude. Well, now you say you're going to do that thing, you do it. Doesn't matter how much fear is attached to it. Doesn't matter how scared you are. You do it because it's come out of your mouth. And this relates to anything. You say you're going to wake up at a certain time, do it. You say you're going to go to the gym this day, you go. You say you're going to work on your business at this time, you work on this business. You say you're going to do anything, you do it. Because what this does, right, not only does it build discipline, it builds self-respect, it builds self-esteem, it builds everything within yourself to know that, well, you are now the only one that can save you, and you are now sticking true to your word. And I can tell you this, every single person, including myself when I was younger, the only reason we never feel good is because we have a resume of things that we say that we're going to do and we don't do it. And every single day, there are more L's, losses in our lives than there are actual wins. Think about it. Waking up at a certain time, that's a win. Calling that person is a win. Going to the gym when you say you're going to go is a win. Working on your business is a win, right? But understand, if you continuously stack up L's throughout your day, I'm going to go to the gym, you don't go. You say you're going to call that person, you don't call them. Say you're going to wake up at this time, you don't wake up. You're stacking up L's. And what that's going to do for yourself and how you feel about yourself is, well, I'm not a man of my word. I said I was going to do something, I didn't do it. Why would you feel good when you don't stick true to your word? So you have to be very selective in what you say. I say I'm going to train, I train. I say I'm going to work on my business, I work. I say I'm going to record this video, I record. I say I'm going to call that person, I call, because I've said it. If I say I'm going to do 500 push-ups, I do it. If I say I'm going to do anything, I do it. That's why you have to be selective, because if you say you're going to kick that person's ass, you better go do that. You say you're going to approach that 10 out of 10 girl, you do it. Whatever comes out your mouth, do it, because that's where your self-respect comes. And when you respect yourself, and when you can look at yourself in the mirror and say, I do what I'm supposed to do, you feel confident. You feel toxically confident. You feel like I can do anything. So that's very important. Now, validation, number 8, right, only comes from yourself. I'll tell you this, as a man that's had girls cold approach him, I've told my friends when I was a night out at clubs, I'm going to get with that girl, I'm going to hook up with her, and I have. I've had people tell me you're so hardworking, so focused, all of this stuff. But if you don't believe it from yourself, nothing else will ever help you. I could have 1,000 girls tell you exactly, bro, that you're good looking. And if you didn't believe it yourself, you wouldn't believe it. Like, sure, you'd feel good, right? Oh, yeah, look, these girls told me I'm handsome, pretty, whatever. But if you don't believe it from within, nothing ever can change that feeling about yourself. So what I want you to understand, don't go seek validation from other people, because it continuously instills in you that you are not secure with yourself. So when you go look in the mirror, the only person you need validation from is the person staring back at you. And how you build up this validation, well, it's exactly what I've told you. Be a man of your word. Do what you're supposed to do, right? That's the only way. Continuously build yourself up. Get those results, build that momentum, and look at yourself every night before you go to sleep and say, did I win the day? Did I do what I was meant to? Did I work hard? Did I give 110% effort? Because once you stack up enough days and enough backlog of, well, I've been doing what I'm supposed to do, I'm seeing these results, everything's kind of going to plan, my body's looking better, making some more money, whatever it is, that's when you'll be like, okay, wow, I'm a man of my word, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, and I believe in myself. There's a reason why you see this so much. People that make it rich, or they have all this, that luxury lifestyle, they're living the lives, but they're broken. And that's because they haven't got that internal validation from themselves. So they could have a honey here, Ferrari out the front, this and that, right? But if they don't feel good within themselves, some of those people are so broken, more broken than you, that nothing they have builds them, doesn't make them feel happy. So internal validation from yourself through your actions, through what you're doing, is the only way that you will ever truly feel as though you're moving the needle in your life, but also making sure that you feel as good as you can. Nothing else can build that for you. Nothing else can give you that except for yourself. And I promise you that. Now, number 9, do things that scare you. Now, I'll tell you this. We've all been riddled with fear. Whatever it is, if it's social anxiety, if it's depression, if it's just thinking negatively about yourself, and almost all of us, and I've been that way, we think to ourselves that we can't do what we want to do. But when you start breaking down and you start, flicking that off and pushing that to the side, and you run straight towards what it is that scares you. If it's saying hello to a pretty girl, if it's making a YouTube video, if it's starting a business, if it's whatever it is that scares you, run straight towards it. Self-respect, self-worth, self-esteem, all of that comes from you running towards your fears. That's where that toxically confident ego and aura comes from. When you've got these self-identified fears, which most of the time, everything that scares you is nothing in the grand scheme of things of your life, bro, or saying hello to a pretty girl when your parents or your grandparents had to go through war, and the color of your skin for your grandparents determined if you could or couldn't do something, and you're scared to do these certain things. It's all nonsense. So whatever it is, identify what scares you and run straight towards it, whatever it is. And that'll truly make you this unstoppable force within yourself. When you're a guy that's running through his fears and you say, nah, piss off, I'm gonna do what I want, I can do that, no problem. That gives you that ego of like, I can do anything with my life. And that's dangerous. With that is that you need to know what you want. And this is a massive thing. Don't be vague. Don't just say you want to make money and be rich. Don't just say you want to lose weight. Don't just say you want a girlfriend. Know to a T what you want. Know how much money you want to make per day or per week or per month. Know exactly to the T what body fat percentage you want. To the 0.1% or to the exact gram how much you want to weigh. 76.51 kilos. Know it. Know exactly what color eyes and what type of hairstyle your future wife has. Know exactly how many car spaces your future house has. Know it all, because what happens is you'll have a roadmap. You'll know what you want, and then you can align your life to it. All of us go through our lives with vague goals, vague dreams. Why I told you at the start, you need to aim big, break it down, of course, so you build momentum, but you need to know exactly what you want as well. If you don't know what you want, how the fuck do you know where to go? So know exactly what it is. That'll give you everything when you start making that progress and those results. It'll give you everything and start making you believe as though, okay, wow, I know what I want, I'm getting closer to it. Your self-belief, your self-worth, your self-esteem all grows from that. But it's just that you have the direction, that you can come up with a plan to get there, the small wins, and it gives you what you need to think, okay, I'm a man with a plan, I'm a man that knows what he wants, and you can go after it with that. The 11th thing is, this is beautiful. Make money from something that's yours. There is nothing in this world, and I can tell you this, right? When I first started making money from YouTube, or I first had my first coaching call, right? Something like that, I made money from me. Like, there were some things I was doing back in the day that I was making money from, kind of gave me a bit of an ego boost, but that was for some dumb stuff, like real dumb stuff. I grew up in the ghetto, bro. Try to add 2 and 2 together. But when you make money from something that's yours, right? Maybe it's a YouTube channel. Maybe it's, you get a client for your online business, whatever. When you make money from something that's your business, that's yours, your baby, right? That's just like, I can't describe it other than that's just such a nice achievement to have. You've made money from something you love to do. So aim for that. Start a side hustle. Have a business that you're working on the side and try to generate some money. Maybe it's something that you want to do full time, but get that money coming in any means necessary, because it just gives you a complete ego boost. Like, yeah, this is mine. If I work hard, I can make more. It ain't this work for $20 an hour, $30 an hour. This is mine. I'm making money. It's my baby. Like, it's just a nice feeling. That's the only way that I can put it. You've said you're going to make money from your own business, your side hustle, and you are. It makes you feel so good. It just puts a massive smile on your face. So make money from a side hustle. Now, number 12, the people you hang around is everything. Winners roll with winners, losers roll with losers. Who you hang around with, and I mean this to you, and I've been in that situation, determines everything. You hang out with people that are just so negative or so insecure, so broken, right? It's not your job to fix them. You have to start hanging out with people that are genuinely winning, that they're more confident. You want to feel as though that you're learning from the people around you or that you're getting something from them. I hate to say it, but you always want to be the weakest or the dumbest person in the room. That way who you're around, right? You can learn from this person, you can mimic this person. And we don't all have that opportunity. So you can go online, right? You can flood yourself with podcasts and videos and join online groups, find a mentor, something like that. But you need to be around people that are winning, people that are more confident, people running through their fears. And if all your friends, right, and they're doing that dumb shit, the degenerate stuff, or they think that they're cool, they think they're confident because they're drinking or doing drugs or playing their games, and you're sitting there leveling up, I got this, reward from a game. It's all nonsense. You need to surround yourself, flood yourself with just positive, good energy. That's it. Like if you have that confident energy around you, that winner's mentality around you, you will take from people around you or people that you meet online or people that you watch, and you will start to brainwash yourself with that. But if you have that negative energy, I promise you, you will feel that negativity and that insecure and that unsureness about yourself because who you hang around with radiates into you. 13. Be yourself at all costs, right? For so long in my life, I try to fit in with everyone, right? And look, I built my identity through, taking a bit from this person, and ultimately crafting myself. But that was well after I just copied and mimicked people around me. You need to always just be who you are. You like this thing? Okay, so be it. If it's quirky a little bit, who cares? Don't ever go against yourself to fit in with people around you. You don't need that. Be always authentic to who you are. So I would want you to never change. That builds up just so much self-respect and it's like, I am me. I'm embracing who I am. Stand up for yourself. I don't give a shit what's going on in your life. If someone walks over you, if someone calls you a bitch, if someone says that you're a loser, stand up for yourself. If someone says your religion is bad or how you look is funny, stand up for yourself. It doesn't matter if you got to get into a scrap. I'll tell you, who cares? Get into a scrap. That's going to be a good story. It's going to be a good experience for you. Stand up for who you are, what you believe in, what you want to become, because I say this, the more you stand up for yourself and you have parameters set for yourself, you'll believe in yourself, you'll feel good. I'm a man that's got parameters. I'm a man that says no to things because I know that my life needs to align to this. I stand up for what I believe in, who I am. I do what I want. All I can tell you is that when you are true to you, how you feels as though you're living to yourself, which makes you feel so confident within yourself. I live my life the way that I want to live it. I say what I want, I do what I want, I dress the way that I want, I act the way that I want. I always act myself. And for that, I fucking love myself because I am me. So you need to have that. You need to never change, stand up for yourself, say no to people, have parameters, and then have honor. If you say, like I said, it goes back to your word. You say you're going to do something, you do it. You say you're not going to do something, you don't do it. Have honor for yourself. If you make yourself a man that's got strong parameters, strong honor, you will become unstoppable. You will feel as though that you can do anything because you are fucking staying true to you. That's a big thing. You will never ever feel good about yourself if you're living your life for someone else. And that's unfortunate, but so many young guys, maybe even you right now, bro, you are living your life for someone else. Someone else's approval, someone else to think that you're cool, that you fit in. Fuck all that. Live your life for you. 14. Become as smart as possible. Look, knowledge rules the world. If you're smart, if you know things, you will feel good. The reason why our generation has been labeled the weakest is because we're all brainwashed. We've all got TikTok brain. We're all doom scroll every day. We scroll. We see some masks. We get a little smile like that. It's nothing. Read books, get courses, pump yourself with videos again, podcasts. Become smarter. The more you know, the more you can do. I really mean that. The more you know, the more you believe in yourself. So I want you to spend time, right, becoming as knowledgeable as you can in every facet of life. Right? Of course, you want to dial in on the things that will truly benefit you. You don't want to be, spending all your time learning about something that won't add to you, but become so knowledgeable and so smart in every single thing that you're doing. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is impact. Knowledge is influence. The only reason why you're still watching this video is because I know, and I've been through the hard yards of my life, and I've taken those lessons and I've wrapped it all up here into these 15 points for you. But it's because I know. That's knowledge. Knowledge does come from life experience, but knowledge also comes from going out and finding what it is that you want to learn, adapting it, living it, and then teaching it. That's how you can truly find yourself capable of doing more with your life the more you know. All right, bro, you made it to the last point. And this is just as powerful as the first point because this can be done today, right? Every point you can really start to work on, but the first I know that you can do today, and the last. Be grateful, give your life to God, and give back. This is huge. I want you to take a look at your life right now. Look, I'm never ever going to tell you to become complacent, to stop, but look at your life. You're watching this video on a computer, laptop, you've got something you're watching this on, you've got Wi-Fi, be grateful for that. There is someone that can't afford to have Wi-Fi, or someone living in a country that doesn't even know what Wi-Fi is. Think about it that way. You have a bed, you have water and food in your stomach where there are people starving and homeless. Be grateful for what you have, because there is someone out there that would kill to be in the position you're in. Be grateful for the fact that you can sit at home and do nothing if you wanted to. Be grateful for the fact that you have another day that you've lived, because someone had took their last breath today. Like, come on, look at your life and just say, wow, thank you, God, for everything. Now, I'll tell you this, my whole life changed when I gave my life to God. I ain't the best Christian. I swear, I have, I won't say what I do, but I do some things, not bad, of course, but like, I ain't the best, right? But truth is, and I'll tell you this, when you start living your life righteous to God, and I mean that in a sense where you just live a better, cleaner life. You don't do wrong by people. You do things that you know that you should do. You read the Bible, you pray, you spend time with God. Your whole life changes. Again, look, I can't tell you that I'm the best practicing Christian in the world, because I ain't, but I still live righteous to God. That's it. I believe in God. God's got a plan for me. God's got my back. And imagine that. You're a young man doing what you're supposed to do, building that toxically confident persona, that energy. You got God by your side and knowing that God will protect you. You fear no man but God. Whew, that's dangerous. That is dangerous. So pray every day. Spend some time with God. Live your life righteously and just read the Bible. It'll change everything about you. It just builds another layer of armor that you have within yourself. You got yourself, you got God. Dangerous. The last thing is give back. Whether that's just helping an old lady opening the door, or giving a homeless guy $1 or $2. Help people. I tell you this, the best thing that you can do in life is make someone else smile. So give back to someone. Whatever situation or however you can, right? If it's giving that homeless man $1, if it's helping that old lady, if it's doing something for your mom, or just being grateful and saying thank you and appreciating something someone's done for you, you have to give back. I tell you this, sometimes the smallest things that I've done is help that homeless guy. Just give him $1, give him a bottle of water and a banana. I done that just the other day to a homeless guy I saw out front of my work. Bro, I didn't even have to pay for that. I went to the team room that we have, got a bottle, got a banana, gave it to him. I was like, what am I going to do? If I had cash, I would have dropped him. So I never have cash anymore. I don't think he was accepting, bank transfer. But help people. And I help people all the time. I always tell people, I always compliment people. Oh, you look so great today. You look so nice. People that I work with, an old bloke. Oh, bro, like you've been training. This guy's 60 years old. I'll just be nice. I'll be grateful. I give back. I give my life to God, and everything, and I can tell you this, stems from that. Everything that you want to feel about yourself and feeling good, if you make someone else smile, that'll make you smile. It changes your psyche. You give your life to God. God's got your back. You feel protected. You be grateful for what you got, because there's someone else in this world that wants what you want but can't, doesn't have the opportunities to have it. Now with this, bro, this was a full 15-step guide in how I've changed my life. This is it. There is nothing else that'll help you. I mean it, because I have lived the exact same life of having no confidence, no self-esteem, no self-worth. Sure, some of these points are a little over the edge, but I tell you, because I mean it, this video, implement these steps, do everything I say, and you will have the most amount of confidence you'll ever have in your life. And I mean that, brother. Love you, bro. If you're looking for coaching, you need a group of young men like yourself just winning, go to the link in the description, sign up. I'll coach you, bro. I'll help you. Love you.